fellow Simmerstorians. Welcome back to my Victorian Sims challenge. I just wanted to give you all a quick thank you so much for being so understanding and kind with my absence, and also being really behind on comments for the past month. I do have an autoimmune disease and my body just like sometimes decides to attack itself. So we've been in a bit of a pain the last few weeks. But I'm back, feeling a little bit better and ready to dive into the Price family. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of animosity still happening with the Holloways. I think they started fighting a bit last time we were here at the Price household, and unfortunately it's still going. But we have some very interesting drama happening. So Teresa is really good friends with Charlotte Millie Holloway, so the daughter of Georgina. And I think maybe there's a little bit more going on than just sisterly friendship and affection. So we actually see Teresa sneaking out of the house at 1 a.m. to meet up with Charlotte. So they're going out. I'm not totally sure where they're hanging out. I'm guessing it's the park. Probably not the graveyard like Mary. They don't seem like graveyard kind of Sims. But, you know, everyone wakes up the next morning, and of course Teresa sleeps in a little bit, but we've got Sophie and Marcus here enjoying breakfast with their dear mother, Ida Margaret Price. And so things are going pretty well here. I've been pretty pleased. The last few episodes we've had some flu situations going around, and we finally get a little bit of reprieve from that. Finally, no one is sick in the household, I think. And so Molly is back to taking care of the farm work and the housework. But she still is, of course, eating meals with her family. She is like a sister to them. Although we will notice that she starts having some interesting feelings about Marcus's impending marriage. That's right, so we finally have Marcus and Delphine Holloway's wedding coming up this episode. We're waiting until Marcus turns into an adult when he has his adult birthday. I just wanted to like make a quick note about how much I love Sophronia's hair. For those of you who are a little confused, her name is Sophronia. We call her Sophie because Sophronia is a very long, ridiculous Victorian name. I love it, but it's a lot to say. So you may call her Sophie if you don't want to figure out how to pronounce and type Sophronia. But we have everyone like actually taking a lot of time just to skill and read. It's really nice to see everyone just like skilling and enjoying themselves. It's a little snowy outside still, but it is spring, I think, technically. And I just love that everyone's able to sit, and I'm not like forcing them to sit because they're all ill. Because I had my first death in the lower class. It wasn't recorded. I haven't been great at streaming recently just because I've been so ridiculously exhausted that I can barely keep up with my academic studies. So I'm sorry. I'll start streaming again hopefully in the summer. I don't know if I'll be able to stream anymore until then. But look at this. It's Ida's elder birthday. I think she's the last elder from our generation 1 of the people we originally started with. So I am pretty excited for her. She's lived a hard life. She's lost 2 daughters, a granddaughter, and her husband. And a lot of you commented that you didn't think that Ida should remarry. I totally agree with you. I see her as a kind old spinster. No, she's not a spinster because she got married and had kids. A kind old widow who just really, really lavishes and indulges in her grandbabies. So I am really, really excited for her to have some grandkids in the main household because she's going to spoil them. Look how adorable she is, the little old lady. I gave her black dress because I felt like mourning wise it was appropriate. And look, we have piglets. This is the first time we've had piglets. Actually, this is the first time I've ever had piglets. I've only had like baby cows, so calves. And they're so cute. Oh, we've lost a few of our cows to predators and stuff. I should probably start butchering them. I feel bad butchering my cows. I know I need to get over this because this is the butcher's family. I get it. It's something I'm just gonna have to grapple with. But we'll get there. So now that Ida is an elder, we just have a really peaceful household, and look at Sophie practicing the piano. I have like I have this memory of her playing the piano when she was still wearing braids, which I love. And it is now time for Marcus's birthday. So he is turning into an adult, which means his marriage is right around the corner. Teresa's so excited for him. Sophie's so excited for him. It's honestly just really refreshing to have a sim in this household, in the Price household, age into an adult without dying. Oh my god. Look how handsome he is. Okay, a little bit of meta commentary. He actually did roll to die as a teenager. I can't do it. I know I'm going against the mortality rules. I cannot have every single sim in this household die as a teen. It feels ethically wrong. And I know that's not true. I know that this means the household probably has some genetic issue happening that is causing them to die young. That's not the narrative I want right now. I want Marcus to be able to have a family, and I am not averse to going against the mortality rules every once in a while. And you know what? Neither should you. Like, this is your game. Play it as you will. And it's also time for Molly's birthday. We have a little bit less fanfare for our dear maid, so we have her age up without a cake. And she ages up, she looks just the same. I think it's really sweet that Molly and Marcus are the exact same age. It feels really fitting for their friendship over their entire teenage lives together. I really love them together. Here's Molly as an adult. I think she's adorable, and she has a cute little new nightgown. I downloaded some more custom content because yes, even when you have over 10,000 pieces of custom content in your game. Actually, I think I don't know. I have so much. Even when you have that much custom content, you still want more. It's an unending addiction, to be honest. We did decide to do a little update on the house. It's a bit weird looking, maybe not totally proper, but I think it's kind of fitting historically, and I'm okay with it. So we have the cows sort of under this canopy of the house, and everything is fairly the same. I just sort of added on the third story there. And so Molly is back to taking care of the cows since she's no longer sick. I'm sorry, I talk about this a lot. It's such a relief. And I also really love the milking interaction. I think the Plum Bob Keep did such an excellent job with these animals. But as Marcus's wedding moves closer and closer, Molly starts to break down a lot. She is crying in the nooks of the house at every moment between her work and just generally really upset. So Molly is actually a romance sim. So she's been in sort of romance sim aspiration failure ever since she aged up. And I think that those of you who commented that maybe Molly and Marcus's relationship isn't as platonic as we suspected are right. However, I think Marcus is totally oblivious to the way that Molly feels about him. I think Marcus is a little bit caught up in his relationship with Delphine. Delphine is beautiful. She's probably the prettiest sim in our neighborhood, if we're being honest. In Bridgerton terms, a diamond of the first water. And so Marcus is a little head over heels for her. He doesn't know her that well, but he knows this is an excellent match. And so we have everyone getting in the carriage to go on a little outing. You might be able to guess what this outing is for, but it includes the whole family as well as Molly. That's right, it's Marcus and Delphine's wedding. Here is Delphine in her bridal getup. It's the fanciest dress and headdress that we've seen in this game thus far. I know that typically a wedding of this grandeur would probably be, more likely in the church. But I wanted them to have something unique and special, and I also didn't want to spend time decorating the church again. So we actually have their wedding in the beautiful little greenhouse in the parish. And there is a download for this garden lot on my Symboler, so I can link that below. I think I've already linked that for you guys, but it's also, you can find it on the Discord as well, as with all of my things. Oh, look how cute they are. Also, this gentleman to the side, that's Otto Clark, that's Molly's brother. And yeah, we actually still have a relationship with the Holloways, with Hector Vladimir. Oh, look how happy she is to be marrying into wealth. I mean, she comes from a wealthy family. It honestly isn't that surprising that Delphine would like to continue to be in wealth when she gets married. So I think they're pretty precious. I think they'll have a good life together. I don't know what's going to happen with Marcus and Molly's relationship. At the moment, he only has eyes for his new bride, as he should. Look at them share their first kiss under the pavilion. Oh, how precious. So, oh look, Li Bai is here. Or, sorry, Li Bao, now Li Jung. We should probably get these two home before they start a scandal. I know they're married, but this degree of public affection is not necessarily appropriate. But look at what we have here. We have Teresa wooing her own lady friend, Charlotte Holloway. I normally wouldn't do intergenerational relationships like this, but they are the same age, and you know what? I love them together, and they both naturally roll wands for each other. So I just think it's really fitting. Here is Delphine in her everyday outfits that we'll see her in. She is an adult as well, so they're the same age, which I do love. And I think it's time that we maybe get started on Generation 3? Are we still on Generation 3? That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like we'll be on Generation 3 for a while. And so Molly kind of pushes through the pain and sadness and continues to do a lot of work around the house. She kind of hates seeing Marcus with Delphine, but there's not really much that she can do about it, unfortunately. So she whips up some food for everyone. We're starting with omelets, and then she actually ends up going to the butchery shop to help out as the cashier. We do have one or two extra people working here, but we still like to have Molly come and help out, and it gets her out of the house and with a little bit of working space from Marcus, which I think we all agree she needs. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Marcus feels the same way about Molly and he's just a little oblivious at the moment? Or is he all for Delphine? You can't really see, but Delphine actually has a little pregnancy waddle going on. She's in her first trimester. We will be moving through her pregnancy fairly quickly. We are at the point in the household where everyone is just like pretty stable and focusing on their skilling quite a lot, which hasn't happened with many of our other families. Like, everyone else still has a lot of housework. They're one of two families that has a maid or a domestic servant. So they have a lot of time for skilling around the house, which is pretty fun. I think Generation 3 in the Price household might actually be able to go to college. And those will be our first Sims who can attend college. I think also the Lawsons, their Generation 3, will be able to do uni as well. And maybe even the Kings. I'm not totally sure yet. We'll see. So as I said, we're kind of moving through Delphine's pregnancy a little quickly, and that means labor. That's right, we have labor. I'm so excited to finally have Generation 3 in this household. This house really needs some positive energy. Okay, it's just one baby, I think, which is not bad. We haven't had twins or triplets in a while. I feel like something's going on there. Not really sure what's happening. Maybe my mod's not working. I don't know. Okay. What do we have here? Oh my god, the flu? Guys, I'm so upset. How do we have the flu again? Ugh. It's gonna go through the whole house. So it is a girl. Her name is Leonora Catherine Price, and I'm so happy to have her. She looks just like Delphine. I think that is some red hair. And oh my gosh, she does look just like Delphine. She is a proper little Holloway. I love it. And here she is. I finally downloaded some custom content for my babies. So she has a cute little bonnet and little dress that she's wearing, or I don't know what baby terms are called. I'm sorry. So that is all for today. Thank you all so much for your presence. I'm so happy you're here, especially after my little unintended hiatus for my health. No, ugh, everyone is sick. Everyone is sick. We're gonna have a lot of fun next. I'm not ready for that. I'm so glad that I'm ending this here and can go to some healthy households. God, please remind me in the next 2 episodes not to interact with anyone from the Price household, because I don't want this flu to continue going around. Man, all right. Well, that is all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next time in round 10. Can you believe it? Round 10 and we're only at Generation 3. I know. It's a little slow, but that's okay. All right. See you guys.